Hello, and welcome to Fort Alaska. I'm your host Dave, and today we are going to be looking at the Sig P226, probably one of the finest combat handguns ever developed, probably one of the finest carry handguns you're ever going to find, probably one of the finest guns ever made. The P226 has been used by over 37 countries, including the US, as a combat sidearm as well as a police sidearm. It was originally developed as a joint venture. Well, actually, the Sig P220 was originally developed as a joint venture between Sig and J.P. Sauer & Son. They developed the 220, which was sold in the USA as the Browning BDA. Now, you can't just search for Browning BDA because there's actually like 3 or 4 different Browning BDAs, 9mm, 45s, and 380s. Whoever Browning happened to be importing at the time for sale, but they just called it a Browning double action, when in reality they're all different pistols. But anyways, back to the Sig. The Sig 226 was developed for the US M9 pistol trials. The development started in 80, went on through like 83, then it was submitted to the pistol trials where it finished in first place, tying with the Beretta for meeting all of the government requirements for a duty sidearm. However, even though Sig offered the pistols at a lower price than the Beretta did, the overall package with magazines, spare parts, so forth and so on, Beretta came in cheaper. So no matter what you heard, really the only reason the Beretta won was cost. Both the Beretta 92F and the Sig P226 both passed all the tests, and they are both excellent guns. However, I prefer the Sig 226. The Sig P226 was originally produced in West Germany. For those of you who don't know, there used to be a West Germany and an East Germany. The two Germanys no longer exist, there's just the one Germany. East Germany was controlled by the Soviet Union, West Germany was a part of NATO. In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell and Germany reunited into one country. So you might find some older 226s labeled made in West Germany or just made in Germany, depending on when it was manufactured. This one, however, was made in the United States. It has been available since about 1985. The calibers it was made in were 9mm parabellum, 7.65 parabellum, and I would really like to find a 7.65 parabellum 226. Anyways, it's also was available in the 9x21 IMI, the 357 Sig, 40 Smith & Wesson, and some 22 long rifle variants. I would love to see it returned at least in 357 Sig and 40 Smith & Wesson, but I'm not sure when Sig's ever going to do that. I think both are dying calibers, but there are some of us who still prefer it. Remembering where I live, I'm more likely to have trouble with a moose or a bear than a person, so I must prefer something a little bit more powerful. Anyways, this particular one comes with the E2, the enhanced grip, which lets you get your hand up a bit higher, I think, as well as it shortens the distance between the back of the grip and the front of the trigger for people with smaller hands. It works well for me. I can shoot either grip, but I do tend to prefer the enhanced grip. I may try other grips on it just to see how it works out for me, but right now I'm enjoying it with the enhanced grip. Now, the 226 is available in both, well, in actually 3 variants for firing controls. You can have single action, double action, which we have here. Just remove the magazine, make life easy for me. It is indeed clear. So, with double action, you can just squeeze the trigger and it fires. The side will cycle, the hammer's back, then it goes to single action. It has a very good single action trigger. It has quite a bit of travel for the reset, but it's a combat pistol and that's what it's designed for. You can get short reset versions. I have the standard. Now the controls also are, you have a decocker, which decocks the handgun, nothing more than that. It does not have a safety. As with the long double action trigger pull, you really don't need a safety. This is probably 10 pounds trigger pull. The slide stop, slide release, whatever you want to call it. You have your takedown lever. Standard, well, this has Sig's version of a Picatinny rail. It is not exactly Picatinny. It's Sig rail, whatever they want to call it. This particular model comes with basic 3-dot sights and 3-dot night sights. They're okay. They're not bad. As you can see, has nice serrations in the back. There are no front cocking serrations, so nothing for you to grab on up front, but I tend to grab in the back. And of course the plane's flying overhead. Let's see, it's got nice checkering on the front strap. You have pretty good, nice grip texture on the grips, because really it's the front and the back that's holding the gun in your hand, not the side. Has your standard typical magazine release button, which works well. Magazines are 15 rounds, which is plenty in my opinion. So that's the basic look of the Sig P226. Okay, real quickly, we'll do a quick breakdown just to show you how easy it is. So, first of all, remove the magazine, clear the gun is cleared, lock the slide back, lift the slide lever up, lock slide back. You nearly only drop that lever down, pull the slide back, and it comes off. And then you remove the recoil spring and the barrel just like any other semi-automatic pistol, so I don't really need to show that. To put it back together. Now, it does have full-length rails in this gun. Unlike most of your polymer frame guns, these rails go the length of the frame. So we just line that back up, put it back into place, lock that slide back, turn the lever back up, drop it. It's good to go. Test fire. Works good. See if the decocker still works. Decocker works. Everything's good. Place the magazine back in. So that's how easy it is to field strip the Sig P226. So finally, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed the shooting video. Once again, I'm your host Dave with Fortress Alaska, and as always, have a good day and get out shooting.